Hello and welcome again to the Profitable PT. As always, I'm Will Humphreys here helping you increase your income, profits, and net worth. Guys, today we're going to get to work. We're going to start applying what we learned from the team assessment tool, and we're identifying the 5 reasons why you're holding on to C players on your team. If this is a first-time video for you, a C player is an individual on our teams that are high production but low value alignment in our company. So what that looks like is an individual who legitimately can get the product they were hired to do. So a physical therapist, for example, can see a lot of patients. But low value alignment means this person always seems like they're just on the verge of buying into the company culture. They seem a little bit selfish, to be honest, because that's really what's happening is they're more concerned about the income to them and the impact in their world versus how it affects the rest of the company. So C players are the #1 reason why A players leave. And they're the #1 thing holding you back. I want you to remember 2 things from this video more than anything else. The first is that from my experience, any success I had was directly proportionate to the number of difficult or crucial conversations I was willing to have. Right, even if I didn't do them well, the ability for me to even have them is what kept me being profitable. The other thing is that we're only as great as we tolerate. We become leaders and owners because we want to increase our impact and the difference we want to make in the world. Well, let me tell you, we're only as great in that ability as what we tolerate, not just within ourselves, but the people around us. You are a leader for a reason. So let me expose the 5 reasons why you are holding on to your C players, and at the end, hang on, because I'm going to have a bit of a difficult confront for you to see as to why that's all really happening. Number 5. C players are oftentimes hidden. In a future video, I'm going to talk about the 2 types of C players, but there is legitimately a reason why we hold on to them is because sometimes we don't know that they're C players. Let me tell you, that first video I did about the team assessment tool is going to help you find who those C players are. But once you start looking in your company, there are those C players who are intentionally hiding from you. They might be incredibly nice to you. One of my favorite C players of all time, I thought he was my best friend, only to find out later that he was saying whatever he needed to say to the people in his world to make it better for him. C players can be hard to find, but with the tool I gave you, you should be able to find them. Number 4, we don't know what to do if we do find them. I mean, that's the #1 reason we're not having these crucial conversations. We legitimately don't know what to do. Again, in future videos, I'm going to teach you how to have those conversations. And let me promise you, if I can do it, it's a skill that you can learn. Number 3, we make excuses. We have fear about what it would be like to have to fire a person and have it impact their world. Every human being has a story. And that story is the reason we don't want to fire them. We're worried about what it's going to look like to that individual's family or their financial circumstance, which is a really weak way to look at another human being. Because when we look at people in that way, we're seeing them as unable or incapable of being able to take care of themselves. Number 2, there's fear about the impact of their departure, of what it would mean for you. Oftentimes these are highly productive people. Maybe that's going to be extra work for you. But maybe they also have key relationships in the company. Maybe you're holding on to them because they have another employee or a referral source or someone that they know that if you let them go, you're terrified of how to confront that. But the #1 reason is that you're too busy. Entrepreneurs, we are so good at the shiny object syndrome that we are too busy to really take the time to confront what really matters in our companies and in our businesses. But here's the real truth. All 5 of these reasons are due to one thing. I want you to stay with me on this. We hold on to our C players because we're being selfish. That's right. If we weren't so consumed with what the impact of that person is doing with us personally, we would have the ability to see that letting them go become an A player in another company is the right thing to do. And we don't have belief in ourselves. We don't understand that we can handle the extra work volume. We can figure out what happens with those relationships if they go. So I want you to know that you can do this. You're only as great as you tolerate, and I promise you're greater than you ever thought you were. Guys, thank you for watching this video. If you got value out of it, please click like and subscribe. Remember, for every subscription, I'm making a donation to feed my starving children. Until next time.